What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the Sideline podcast, one and only sports talk show where half our takes are fire and the other half, we're just going to have to debate those in the comments. We are your hosts. I'm Derek Jones.
And I'm Will Hicks.
Yeah, and we back.
Hey.
You already know what happened.
Hey. Good season. Great season.
Good
Adam
job.
Silver, you did a good job.
Good job with the script.
Great script. Great script. Great script. There's a lot genuinely just talk about seasons because there's a lot expectations that we all had for real. For people, for teams. For teams, we all had expectations. But it's okay. It was a good season though. You had expectations, for the Golden State Warriors. They didn't meet expectations either. So there's a lot to definitely talk about. Overall, did you think the season went well?
Yeah. I've been waiting for this ending for a while. I've been waiting to get it. I thought it was going not for a couple of years, I thought it was going to hold off.
Yeah.
But, I think the season went good. I don't think there was any, real major injuries to, game changers. But,
Yeah. There was a lot of, crazy stuff though throughout the season, especially seeing Jason Tatum came back. I'm excited to see what he's going to do next year now because he'll be a lot better, going in next year. Yeah, all eyes are on him. I think it was overall good. There's a lot of big trades happen, obviously, throughout the entire league itself. James Harden went to the Cavs. We had Darius Garland go to the to the Clippers, which is a very interesting trade now about that because there is a rumor now that Darius Garland might be the only man they're left in LA because Kawhi might be on a trade block. That's not good at all.
What did you say to my question in the group chat?
Which
I
one?
had asked if Kawhi is overhyped. Not overrated, but overhyped.
No.
Is Kawhi Leonard really a threat?
Yes. Yes.
Always injured. He only pops out in the playoffs.
Always injured. He wasn't even always injured this year.
And
they did well. Don't forget, he was making the playoffs every year with the Clippers. By the way, he was making them relevant again. By the way, let's not forget about what he did in San Antonio.
He's
again.
good.
Winning a ring, winning a ring against Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and LeBron James. Right. Let's not forget that he left San Antonio, and the following next year, he won a ring with the Toronto Raptors. The same Toronto Raptors who got swept 2 years in a row by LeBron. Let's not forget that. He went to a team that did nothing but get swept.
And
then won them a ring.
And he did his thing. But then what happened after that, though?
Then he went to Clippers.
He wanted to expand, and he couldn't even expand.
But also, he made the Clippers relevant. Am I wrong? Did he not make that team relevant? Think of it. The Clippers are an LA team. They are in the mecadome of sports. Okay? Between them and New York.
Because they had a lot of people there anyways.
Who? Who did they have when he got there?
They had Paul George.
No, not when he got there. Well, they got Paul George because they traded Shea.
Mm-hmm.
But they were not relevant for a minute.
By the way, the whole butterfly effect after that, boom.
If you think Kawhi is overhyped, that's a crazy thing to say.
In modern day, one of the greatest. I don't think he's that much of a threat to the NBA.
Okay, so let's think about it. He's not one of the best defenders we've seen.
Ain't never grown. His beard has never grown. He's just the same person. He's rated perfectly where he's at. He's really good.
And he's still one of the most unguardable people in the league.
The team in the ways that he does. But being a threat in modern day, I think he's overhyped. I don't think he's in conversations of being a threat in the playoffs. They're missing something.
Yeah, you're definitely missing something. Because I've seen since 2020, since he's been there, and I've seen the things he's done with the Clippers in the playoffs as well, being effective. He could have took them to the Western Conference Finals a couple times, but didn't have help from the backups. So saying that he's not a threat is absolutely crazy. For one, it's saying he's not a threat. Himself is a threat. His surrounding ain't a threat. That's the difference. He is a threat. He is, when he's out there, he's usually the best on the court. Really good. He is the threat. His cast around him, except for like what, Zubac?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, that's not his fault. Be honest. That's the office fault. The offense.
They got some young players over there that are good
around him. They got Paul George, and we saw what Bubble P was about. We saw that hitting the side of the backboard of every corner three. I mean, good Lord. Like, he never had a great support. I mean, when they got Harden, this season, especially, I mean, last season as well. Last season,
conversations no more. We already know what's going to happen.
Last season, him and Harden played well, and then this season they played well again, including winning 20+ games in a row. So
that's right.
But the rest of the supporting cast is the problem. He doesn't have the rest of. Yes, younger Kawhi was able to do that with Toronto, but you also gotta remember who's on Toronto. You got Fred VanVleet, you got Kyle Lowry, you got young OG who didn't really play. I mean, you had all these guys on that team, so he had help, especially in San Antonio. He had help. He was part of one of the greatest dynasties of all time. He had Tim Duncan, he had Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, all on the same team as him. So he's been surrounded with a great supporting cast all of his career until he went to Clippers. So, and he showed you in this span that he's been able to make the Clippers relevant, make them a threat in the West, and then put them in the playoffs. So to say he's not a threat is crazy. It's his supporting cast that's not a threat.
But to win, are you hopping on the Kawhi hype train, though?
Yes. If you surround him with the right pieces, yes. But that goes to every player. If you surround the right player with pieces, that goes for every team. If you surround the right team with pieces, look at OKC. Look at New York. Look at Boston. I mean, look at these teams. If you surround Jokic, when he won his ring, he was surrounded by great pieces. If you surround a team with great pieces, they're going to win. No one's going to be able to win on their own.
Those are people who are threats, though. Jokic is a threat no matter who he goes up against or who he's with.
Which is very interesting because Jokic also did not have that great of a year. In fact, the team played better men sometimes when he was off the court. And on top of that, he was a turnover machine. He took a lot of bad shots that cost him his team.
This was a bad year for Jokic.
Yeah, so Jokic is great. He's great. But so is Kawhi. And so you can't say Kawhi's not a threat. After you've seen if you see his whole resume, from San Antonio to Toronto to Clippers, he's been a threat his entire career.
Okay.
Easy.
I think he's going to get another ring before he retires?
No, not with LA. Unless he gets traded somewhere, but not with LA.
Okay.
But I think the season's overall, you feel me? Good. Lakers.
They got to revamp.
Y'all got a lot to think about this season. I mean, it's also you have a lot of people who are on free agency. One of the big things I want to talk about is the whole LeBron thing, right? So obviously, I am a kid from Akron. I love LeBron James. I'm a Cavs fan, obviously. LeBron James is 42 years old, mind you. And I love LeBron. I'm a LeBron lover. He's sitting right here on my wall. But I'm going to be here and tell you that this is not worth it. At all on the slightest. The teams who want LeBron is what? The Warriors and the Lakers, right? This dude's talking about he don't want to take a pay cut now. He wants to get paid. If you're willing to, let's say first the Warriors, right? Who are like statistically the oldest team in the league at like a combined age of like 33, 34, right? If you're going to go and get LeBron, you're going to have to get rid of some people, like just like waive some people or, some young guys. You don't want to do that. You're already old. And you're trying to tell me that you would prefer to pay a 42-year-old man on a goodbye season of max contract? He is 42 years old. This is his farewell tour. No matter what he says or not, he doesn't want a farewell tour. This is his last season. Everybody knows it. Ain't no way in my mind I'm paying a 42-year-old man. Yes, he still plays good. 100%.
Halfway through the season.
Yes, exactly. And yes, he still plays good. He averages 20+ points a game. 100%. That's correct. But you can't outrun Father Time. It's going to eventually catch up. I'm sorry to say, he's the only person in all the sports we've seen to outrun him by a tad bit, just because of his longevity. He's a longevity king, obviously. But it's going to catch up eventually. it could catch up this season. He's 42, going to turn 43. He does not need a max contract, especially knowing that this might be his last year. And so, if you're going to pay a man a max contract and might not possibly win, I think the whole LeBron thing, this whole offseason, because it's centered around him. Because why? Because he brings so much money into sports. He's the biggest face in basketball. He's been the biggest face in basketball since 2004. And that's a little bit of a problem because we know how big of a face he is that we're making the whole summer about him. And I think it's overrated. I don't think he deserves the attention right now. He should take a pay cut, either probably stay in LA or take a very vet minimum, go Cleveland, or take a very vet minimum and retire. I don't think he's worth a max contract anywhere because of his age. Simply because of his age and, once again, the product you're getting and how much time is left on his clock. What you think?
Good glaze moment right there. I know you gotta
get one in every
episode.
I didn't even glaze him. You gotta
get one in every episode, but
how'd I glaze?
I honestly don't know. I don't know what LeBron is thinking. I think he should have been retired, obviously. I don't see him coming out of the offseason. I don't see him coming out the offseason.
Do you see him staying in LA?
I see him retiring before the season even starts. He took a lot of time. There was a lot of time on that bench that he spent this season.
But he also played a ton and played every playoff game. Including going into the second round.
But he wasn't like he was a step behind. He was lazy. He was a fast break merchant.
Once again, that's what I'm saying. You don't know the product you're getting. He might be slower next year. He might be a little more like LeBron doesn't play he doesn't play as much defense. Ever since that injury that he had a couple years ago, I'm not gonna say the man's name because this will make me mad. I'm a Bron fan. But ever since that ankle injury, he ain't been the same. And the fact that he's 42, the defense is not gonna completely be there.
Yeah.
The running up and down the court isn't gonna be there all the time because he's 42.
And he's looking real skinny now. That's the thing.
Yeah, so it's like
whenever he get out the season, like these past couple seasons, he just get real skinny and
once again, that's also once again age. In Cleveland, Bron was pushing 240. So in 260, like at 6'9", he's not gonna. There's no way you want that man to be 240, 250 at 42 years old. Then he's gonna be unathletic, you know. And so. But here's like a real question I have for you, because we know Bron and we know how he likes to make teams. I'm gonna say he's the king negotiator in a sense. He's the king of building. He is the office. He is the front office. He is GM. He is the front office. If the Lakers are able to retain certain pieces and trade for certain pieces, would you see a world him taking a pay cut and staying there for a season if they make the right adjustments? I do, because LeBron does it all the time. If he did it before, he took a pay cut already. He already took a pay cut before and waited for pieces.
Who do they have there now?
They have Luka, which is already a standout. They have Luka.
See, but then they're saying that they're giving Luka the range though, and that LeBron still wants.
LeBron knows that. LeBron's 42. LeBron knows he ain't getting no doggone range nowhere. So Luka's going to be the face of the team. In fact, Luka is almost. I think is Luka like 3 years away from being eligible for a $500 million deal, the highest deal in NBA history
ever.
So yeah, he's gonna have the range. He's the Kings, everything. The thing is that the Lakers value Austin Reeves more than LeBron. They value him more. Which don't get me wrong, to the naked eye, it sounds crazy, but youth and experience is what you need. LeBron is older. LeBron might have a year or two left. I say max 2. I really think it's only 1.
And he's getting really good too.
Yes, and also Reeves, he's getting good. He's getting comfortable. Yeah, you pay. I don't think you owe. Now, here's the thing. Here's the real thing. You do not overpay him. He's just not the type of guy
you'd pay a lot of money though.
Exactly. You do not overpay him. And if you overpay him, Lakers, y'all are crazy. Don't give him superstar money. He's not a superstar. I'm going to tell you right now. Austin Reeves is not a superstar. He's not even, I'm not even going to say he's a star. Okay? He's a name. He's a name in LA. He's a name in LA who's happen to have a couple good games. Okay? He does not deserve that type of
How
money.
many years are left on his contract?
He's a free agent.
If he stays in LA, he's gonna take a pay cut. They're gonna underpay him.
I don't know because this is your second contract, which everybody knows in every single sport.
He's gonna want his money.
You get that first contract. That next contract is the most important contract, and that sets you up for life. Your kids, all that sets you up. So you don't have. So the chances that when you get older, not playing as well, you're probably not gonna get the same big contract. You might get a little bit lower, but this is your big contract. If he wants too much, you let him walk. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
If he wants too much, you let him walk and you rebuild around Luka. Honestly, because Luka's still young, which I got some stuff to talk about Luka, but he's still young. He has time, and you're LA. Who doesn't want to? Who doesn't? That's like saying who doesn't want to play in LA or New York.
Right.
The place where all the stars are at, where all the shows at, all the love is at, all the money is at. Who you're obviously gonna get people that want to play in LA. Don't overpay someone who doesn't deserve it.
Oh, I don't know. He's getting good, and he's a good piece to the team. And he gonna want his money.
Exactly.
I don't know if they're gonna give it to him.
I don't know. But I want to move on to the playoffs, because I think the playoffs is really interesting. The playoffs is super interesting. Both East and West, everybody had a good year. Let's start off with this question: who was the biggest disappointment in the playoffs?
The Celtics.
You think the Celtics
could have went further?
Why so?
Didn't they play the Knicks?
No.
Who'd they play?
I forgot who they played. I'm not gonna lie.
The Pistons?
Was it the Pistons? No, the Pistons played the Magic and then the Cavs. Who did the Celtics play? I'm gonna look it up because I forgot. Yeah, they played the same Sixers. They lost to the same Sixers. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I felt the Celtics could have went further.
I don't think it's the Celtics. Hence why, because the keys were there all season long. Especially at the last 10 games of the regular season, they're a good team. The Celtics were great all year. Jaylen Brown was great, but people started figuring out. Even fans, we started figuring out that yes, Tatum was back. Great, he's not the same Tatum now. And the more pressure you put on him, the worse they became as a team, because he wasn't able to handle that much pressure because he's just back. He's just coming back. We go back to there was a game, last couple games, Charlotte put it to them because they were putting so much pressure on Tatum. Tatum had to force some shots. It wasn't going to work. The 76ers did the same thing. And I'm not surprised that the Celtics lost that series, because I think they played better without Tatum this year, which is why I also didn't want Tatum back this year. I think he should have waited because they played better without him. The role players played better because the role players had more opportunities. No one was shot chucking. Brown was playing absolutely phenomenal because Brown was already on the heater. He was on the heater since November. So I think Tatum should not care. I think that was a downfall. I think without Tatum, they would have won it. 100%. I think they would have won it.
I don't think Tatum should have came back. I was shocked to see him come back so soon.
So soon.
I had a lot of expectations for him. And then when they lost, it was just... I thought it was going to be a battle between Boston and the Knicks to see who's going to take the East.
I think the biggest disappointment is between two teams for me. I think it's either the Pistons or the Cavs. One, I'm going to say the Pistons because, once again, a great year. 60 wins, a great year, 100%. I can't talk bad about that. I'm disappointed in Jalen Duren because he didn't show up in the playoffs. As a man who averaged almost 19 points a game in a regular season and had a breakout year, to not show up in the playoffs for your team, knowing that you're searching for a max contract this summer, was pretty disappointing, to say the least. Especially he struggled against the Magic, struggled against Wendell Carter Jr. And then he struggled against Cavs, knowing that Evan Mobley wasn't even having a great year. Wasn't even a first or second team off all defense.
Jarrett Allen was having his way in the paint.
Yeah, that's kind of embarrassing I'm gonna say at least. I think that was disappointing for the Pistons. I think it was great for them to make the playoffs, obviously because they made it last year. It was great for them to make the second round. That was improvement, but it was disappointing the way they went out.
Yeah.
I also think the Cavs are very disappointing, obviously, because you made changes and changes were not the best. Coaching decisions were not correct, and you got embarrassed in the Eastern Conference Finals. So I think that might be the most disappointing. I mean, you got swept. You got swept.
Oh, that.
Like, you can't put it any other way. You make it far, and you beat yourself up by having to play 14 games, 2 game sevens before you reach the Eastern Conference Finals because you couldn't take business. You couldn't take care of business. I think that was also disappointing as well. Not even just a Cummins Cashman, just as a basketball fan as well. I think every basketball fan was pretty disappointed in the fact that they kind of gave up and just got beat up. I mean, if you go to the last game, game 4, in the fourth quarter when they were just down tremendously by almost 30, and they just gave up, like just passed to their thing, like it was just giving turnovers left and right. That's disappointing just as a basketball fan because you don't want to see a team give up.
Yeah,
especially not professional athletes making $1 million a year, right? I think that was the most disappointing, 100%. What do you think was the most surprising out of the playoffs?
Honestly, the Spurs making it to the championship. I thought OKC was gonna. I thought the Spurs were gonna win at least 2, but for it to go to Game 7, and then the Spurs like rally back, and all the role players like doing their thing, that was surprising. And then
I think
OKC just folded. They just folded. They were trying to rely
injuries
on
too,
like
though, like J-Dub and stuff. It was rough.
That hurt them. That definitely hurt them. And then
Chet Holmgren not showing up.
Chet Holmgren, booty. Like everybody was just playing booty. Shea was booty. I don't care what y'all say. I still don't like how we play basketball. It worked. It gets wins, obviously, but dude, it don't work. It's not good basketball. It's not gonna win them championships. It won them one. I can't really talk that much mess because it won them one. But come on, we got to switch it up. That ruined the game for him. He literally said that he wasn't gonna change what he was doing because it worked all season. But then when it wasn't working, he didn't want to change it because that's all he know now.
I'm gonna agree with you. I think the most surprising was the Spurs, obviously. And just talking about Spurs, I think the most surprising was Dylan Harper. You don't expect a rookie to really go out there and show out in the playoffs that often. In fact, he showed out so well. He's now the leading scorer in Spurs history for a rookie in points in the playoffs. So he actually, I knew Dylan Harper was good. I knew he was good in college. But to go out there as, first off, you're not even a starter, right? Which you should be. You should be after this. To go out there as a 6-man, really, and perform to put 20 on everybody, that was pretty surprising, especially that OKC series, 100%. I think Stephon Castle had a really good series against him. He played really good defense against Shea. I don't think Shea played bad, but once again, the Spurs played very physical defense, and OKC wasn't really used to that. I mean, we go back to the past 2 matches when it was both sweeps. There was no physical defense. So that was a real test of physical defense, and they did not meet up with that 100%. Chet Holmgren didn't show up. He looked like he was scared of Wemby. Hartenstein looked like he's a liability. And Mitchell only showed up against the Lakers. So I think the Spurs was the most surprising, 100%, to make it to the finals. Once again, the way they got beat, gentleman's sweep, doesn't make it better than a regular sweep. It's still a sweep in my eyes.
Just makes it look good.
Because I want to talk about that final so bad because I'm not going to hold no remorse for the Spurs because, and I hope, listen, here's the thing.
It's not their fault. There's one thing that the NBA need to do after this series, and it's investigate De'Aaron Fox.
No. It is their fault. I don't care. De'Aaron Fox, you're part of it. Every game you lost, You were up by 14 or more points. That means every game you lost, you blew a huge lead. That's a problem. Once again, everybody, even analytics and Shaq and all them said it was rookie practically versus experience. 100%. These guys have been around the league. One of them has been to the finals. Actually won a finals. So yeah, there's experience to it. And the Knicks had more experience.
Anunoby was hurt,
but he's still been there. That's the thing about it. He's still been there, and he's been in the league for a long time. He's 30 something. I think what 33. Cat's about 32. So it's like they have experience. They're all older. The Spurs, on the other hand, your best player is 22. I mean, Dylan Harper's what 20. Like Stephon Castle's about the same age. So like the oldest player, like really, who's actually playing a lot.
He needs to quit that.
Yeah, and I think,
can understand like he's young and he like basketball and everybody get emotional, but he need to quit all that baby stuff.
Yeah, and the thing I hate about Wemby is that he's so good. He is so good.
He's too big to be doing all that.
But he's a little too. I'm not gonna say confident. He's too cocky, and it makes it easy for people to hate on him. That's why they hate on him the whole finals. He's just a little too cocky. Things he did, things he was doing, being over emotional, is a problem which you can't have as a leader. Obviously, they'll get that fixed. Obviously, because it's only year 3 for him. He has time. I do think the Spurs will be back. I think that team will be back. I don't know if it's gonna be next year or the year after that. They will be back 100%. I think so. Stephon Castle needs to show up. He did not show up the last game. He did not show up. He missed every field goal he took. His only points were from the free throw line.
They need to investigate him too, because he can shoot though. Like he can shoot.
Yeah.
The other
Stephon Castle,
Vassell can shoot.
Julian Champagnie. I ain't have a word with you. You turned into prime Klay Thompson in game 1. Prime. You turned into prime Klay Thompson for the first half of game 1. When the second half of game 1 came out, you just started shot chucking and bricking and bricking and bricking.
It just kept going.
Boom, side of the backboard brick. I'm going to keep shooting because I miss 100% shots I don't take. Right. You cost your team a lot of that game for shot chucking. Like you did. And you did a lot of the series. Now, I'm not going to say the
whole series.
Yeah, I'm not going to say ruined it.
After that sequence of 3, you ruined it.
Well, no, he's a dangerous shooter, 100%. It's the certain shots that he took that's a problem. De'Aaron Fox, I understand he's coming off an injury.
Send him to China.
I think about is that I hate it because De'Aaron Fox is the same man to take Curry to 7 games. You don't see that often. So like, he took Curry to 7 games in Sacramento, and so put up almost 40, like 40 twice in that series. So like,
De'Aaron Fox.
See this downfall. He did get injured. He was injured. Like let's not.
I don't even think De'Aaron Fox scored 40+ points in the whole series versus OKC.
Well, also here's one thing I'll hold for him. He was injured, and there was an ankle injury. Which, if you watch every game, you see he didn't have the ankle exposed enough. Because usually, what's De'Aaron Fox do? He runs to the rim. He fights with contact. He's probably like the fastest player in the league. He is the fast. I think pretty sure he's the fastest player in the league. The whole finals, he rarely tacked downhill. He didn't have no speed because of the injury, which I will 100% say, yeah, he does. But the turnovers,
come on, bro.
The not dribbling the ball out.
The turnovers for the Spurs, bro.
Game 4,
they need to learn how to pass the ball.
Yeah, which is a problem. De'Aaron Fox and Stephon Castle have been turnover machines
and
the entire playoffs. Stephon Castle was like the lead turnover against OKC. He was giving way too many turnovers. But it's disappointing to see De'Aaron Fox go out like that. Did you see some of the fans post a GoFundMe to pay his money for next year so they don't have to pay him? No, it was like a $55 million GoFundMe.
China, they need to get him out of here.
They post like a $55 million GoFundMe to pay his money so the Spurs don't have to pay him the money.
Nope. They can just let him that go. Money can pay his contract overseas.
Hey, man.
I actually don't want to see De'Aaron Fox in the league no more. I don't like him.
It's just embarrassing that he did. Which is crazy, which I want to have a. This is a real good question. Who had a more disappointing last series, Harden or De'Aaron Fox? Because they are both bad.
Yeah, they both need to be gone. I can't, dude. I watched James Harden go up to Jalen Brunson and just open the door for him and let him.
Dude,
Jalen Brunson had a wide open lane. He tried to go for a dunk. It was so wide open with James Harden trying to guard him. Harden's wet.
De'Aaron Fox, your starting spot, at least on that team, is gone. And if it isn't gone, there needs to be a firing of the head coach. The head coach also didn't do a lot good in the finals. With not calling timeouts, with not stopping runs, with not making substitutions correctly. There's a lot that he did wrong. Once again, first experience in the finals, first experience in the playoffs for him, really. So, like, I'm not going to sit here and hate on him because it was his first time. But there's a lot of mistakes that are on him. But I still think Spurs will be back 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I think they'll be back when Wembanyama stops doing all that deep water diving and meditation and he start hitting the weight room. Because there's no way Karl Anthony Towns should be balling like that in June.
Karl Anthony Towns is a big guy, though. Don't forget that.
Karl Anthony Towns is really
big. He's really big guy.
He's shorter, and Wembanyama need to get stronger because Karl Anthony Towns was dogging him.
Yeah. Well, it's also, once again, there's experience versus no experience. So I think they needed this. I think no matter how you look at it, I truly do think they grew up in the series, the Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
I think they started to grow up a little bit with the leads they were getting, but then they coasted and just let leads go by.
And Dylan Harper,
I think
you're a punk because in the late game, you had to make one free throw. That's it. You had to make the first free throw to get in the game. And what'd you do? Clank. And then
once
all
again,
you had to do,
you're calling a rookie.
If you made the first one, you can miss the second one, and then Wembanyama's just gonna do a big putback dunk. No, he missed the first one, so guess what? Now he got to make the second one.
You can't even pick on Dylan Harper.
Another clank, and you know what happens? How did a guard out rebound Wembanyama?
Once again, you can't put that so much on Dylan Harper because you're also trying to tell me that you're trying to talk down on the rookie who's a sixth man on a team.
Free throw.
Who played extremely well.
Was it in New York?
It doesn't matter. It's the finals and it's a game gone. Think about how many nerves are in his. There, look at this. Because I know you know. Your first ever snap in college. First ever snap. You're not gonna tell me you were nervous.
It was a pretty good rep.
You're not gonna tell me you were nervous.
No, when I said it was in front of me, no.
Yes, you were.
No, I was excited. I was real excited.
Yeah, you can be excited, but you're gonna be a little bit nervous because you haven't played yet. That's the thing about it. He's at the highest point in NBA. You know how hard it is just to get to the finals. Most people don't get there. He got there in his rookie season.
At the end of the day.
Okay, so if you want to say that, then you got to throw the same expectations on Victor Wembanyama for not making his free throws on Game 4. And you got to put the same things on Stephon Castle and on De'Aaron Fox. And don't even get me started on Luke Cornett.
They did not have a single lead. They did not have a single lead from tip off.
No.
The whole game.
Here's the thing.
Brunson
Dylan Harper is a pro.
Run by himself. Karl Anthony Towns gets ejected. Wembanyama was having his way all series. No matter win or lose. All series. If Mitchell Robinson on the court, give it to Wemby. He'll size him up, step back from half court. He'll drive on him, spin around, do whatever he wants to Mitchell Robinson. It's Mitchell Robinson. He's only good for rebounds. He can't even hit a layup.
Here's the thing about Wemby. I don't think Wemby played aggressive enough at all to the playoffs. I don't think he played aggressive.
When Karl Anthony Towns get on the court, guess what Vic can't do? He can't find a way to get the ball in the hoop.
He can't body him because, once again, Cat is big. People don't realize he's a really heavy guy.
I like how he played basketball.
He plays physical.
You gotta lock in. You gotta find a way in the heat of the moment.
Which is also why It was easy for him to beat up on Chet because Chet isn't a big guy and Chet's not strong. So it wasn't hard for him to beat up on Chet.
Look, how many points did Wemby have in the fourth quarter?
I don't know. I know he had I forgot how many points he had that game.
Brunson went on a 6-2 run by himself.
Yeah, Wemby only ended the game with 19 points. That's what I'm talking about. I don't think Wemby played aggressive enough at all.
Cat was off the court for the crunch time. Like, all Wemby had to do was score 2-3 times, not even, and play good defense.
Here's
what happened was Jalen Brunson out-rebounded him. Josh Hart got a rebound on him. Mitchell Robinson got rebounds on him. He didn't score. He put up like one shot. He didn't even try and score. And then the rest of his team just folded because it looked like everybody just gave up. And
Brunson showed how much of a pro he is.
They were like leading all game. They get a ball to the most dominant player on their team, and he can't do nothing. He's going to get traded in the future. He keep playing like this. I would trade him.
Spurs need to make a lot of moves. Luke Cornett has to go. He's the worst center in the NBA. And the Knicks, this was your year, 100%.
Brunson is easily top 5 New York Knicks of all time. You put him over Ewing? Brunson?
No.
Come on.
Not yet. Yes, he won a ring. He won Finals AP. Just not yet.
How many rings did Pat bring to New York?
Even Shaq said it. Shaq thinks Patrick Ewing is the greatest Knick of all time. I don't think he is. I think it's Walt Frazier. Walt Frazier is the greatest Knick of all time.
Shaq.
But the things that Ewing was doing to individuals for so long, give Brunson time. Yes, he's great. 100%. I think he's one of the greatest Knicks of all time. 100%. I think he's on Mount Rushmore for Knicks.
Okay.
100%.
Jalen Brunson is the best point guard in the NBA right now over Shea. In every aspect, they can go drip for drip. They can go layup package, size up, size up. They can go foul bait for foul bait. They can do a nonchalant off in the street right now, and I promise you, Jalen Brunson will check off every single time. They asked him, "What is he feeling?"
I don't even think Jalen Brunson's better than Luka.
They asked him what he's feeling. He said, "I don't even know what I'm feeling." At the press conference,
I don't think Brunson's better than Luka.
With the trophy, he got the trophy. He talking about some, should I be myself or should I talk my shit? Like, he just walk up and he do it better. I promise you, he's just better. He received the Finals MVP. He's not better than Luka. The Finals MVP better than Shea got regular season MVP. Because why are you sitting in a room with your team and they're excited to see you get MVP for the NBA season and he just sitting there like this?
Well, that is number 2, by the way, in 2 years back to back. Let's not forget that. Brunson's not better than Shea.
But you know who
he's not better than Luka.
Who was the last person who went back to back with rings though?
Who? Stephen Wardell Curry?
That's what I'm talking about.
Once again, I don't think Brunson's the best point guard in the league. No, not at all. I think he played great, 100%. Not gonna discredit him. He's just not better than Shea, and he's not better than Luka. They're talking about 2 point guards who are ahead of him that were in the MVP race all season long, and 1 point guard who wasn't ever in the MVP race. So
you don't got to be in the MVP race to be a good point guard.
He had a good.
You don't have to drop 40 points a game to be a good point guard. You don't have to do all
you don't have to, but Luka does.
You don't have to have all the hype to be a great point guard. Luka does
almost everything. Does everything offensively better than him. Now, defensive wise, you could throw that on a string. They both don't play great defense. The only one that plays defense is Shea. Out of that 3.
Come on now.
Yes.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has the highest bull-by rating in the NBA for the past 2 seasons. Come on now.
And who had it before him?
It's relevant.
Luka Doncic.
So he's good.
But also, do you understand the defense that OKC plays, that if he allows the blow by, they have to attack Chet and Hartenstein in the paint, which is a really good win for them. So it's not really a blow by points. It's blow by people getting by him. It's not people scoring on him, which is a difference because there's a defensive thing they have going on down there. But once again, Brunson, great season. 100% great season. You're Mount Rushmore. New York Knicks fans, you don't deserve this. The New York Knicks deserve this.
Free agent.
The team deserves this championship.
Isn't Brunson a free agent?
Fans don't deserve this.
Brunson's a free agent.
What are you talking about?
Is Brunson a free agent this year?
No.
Dude, he's got to get a max contract. He got to hit him with the nice little Patrick Mahomes, get a good boost, but then you got to rearrange your contract after you get a good boost.
I don't know.
Did you see Mahomes' contract extension? Ish?
Yeah,
rearrange?
Yeah, that was stupid.
Come on now.
That was pretty stupid.
It's more like it's max out incentives and accolades and stuff.
It was pretty stupid.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Shout out to the Knicks. Shout out Karl Anthony Towns. He did his thing.
Shout out to New York City fans. We love y'all.
Hey, keep the bombs down. Keep kicking at the bodegas.
Keep blowing up buses.
Yeah, give him another bus.
Spider-Man couldn't even protect New York. Why was he dancing with them?
Because the Knicks won. I almost went to New York for this game.
They ain't deserve it. Y'all fans don't deserve it. But New York, the team does. Not the fans. Y'all are horrible.
Go Knicks.
Horrible. 63 people arrested, 4 shootings and 1 stabbing all on the game day.
What's his name? Jose Alvarado? That's not him. Jose Calderon. The Jose dude. Alvarado on the Knicks. He got a ring, bruh.
Yeah.
I would have never expected him to be an NBA ring holder.
And so does Jordan Clarkson now.
I thought he had one.
Mm-mm. He was at the Cavs 2018.
He was booty on the Cavs.
Whoa. Don't say that. We'll pull up the film. Carson was like that. And then he was like that in Utah. Let's not do that.
No,
Carson has been nice his career.
He was like that. I'm about to have to do
Carson's
my
been nice his whole career.
2018
Carson's been nice he's been nice his entire career.
I had to do my homework on 2018 Clarkson. All right. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to see y'all next week.
Thanks.
Keep drinking y'all water. Hydrate,
we
stretch.
Back, baby. We back.
We're back. Season 2. This is officially, I'm letting you know, everybody, this is officially Season 2 of the Sideline Podcast. We're running it up. Run up the followers.
Follow, please.
Episode 1, NBA Breakdown. New York Knicks are the champion. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Tell us what you want to hear in the comments. Like, follow, subscribe. Follow the Instagram. Thank you so much. Peace out.
Peace out.